I don't know. Bonsoir, my dudes. How you been keeping? I hope whatever you've been up to today, it's been unstoppable. Welcome back to another Soul Singer Discovers. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be discovering In Flames. But before we get there, it is Metalhead Musings. Today's Metalhead Musings comes from Mark's O'Porn. Mark's O'Porn says, "Come on, chubby, you're tired just listening to this gem. That's why all the long pauses." Aww. Mark's pointing out the fact that on an Iron Maiden video, I thought it was cool that Bruce would run around the stage while he was performing. Mark's wanted to point out I was fat. I think he thinks I don't know. He also pointed out that he's got dawn of time hearing and he doesn't think I'm very good as a singer. Yes, Mark, if we go on what you say, I'm fat and can't sing. But what I would say is, one of us has been a professional musician for 17 years and now has a lovely YouTube channel where she creates videos where thousands of people come and watch and have fun. And one of us is raging that a fat woman was rude to them online. In general, if you come into my comment section and you want to talk about music, that's great. But if you want to come and just personally insult me, all I will say is this: I'm going to be mean back. So Mark, Godspeed to you. Try not to cry too much about that one time when a fat girl obviously turned you down for a date and now you have to come online and scream at fat women. Okay. Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be discovering In Flames, which is a patron's choice. That's right. Today's patron is Owl. Hooray! Owl has chosen In Flames. I believe the song is called, I think I want to say JOTUN. JOTUN? I'm going to say JOTUN until someone corrects me. That's what I'm going to do. Let's head over to Rosie the Robot and find out some things I didn't know about In Flames.
In Flames is a Swedish heavy metal band formed by guitarist Jesper Strömblad in Gothenburg in 1990 out of the Swedish death metal scene. In Flames helped pioneer melodic death metal along with fellow Swedish bands At the Gates and Dark Tranquillity. The band has sold over 2 million records worldwide.
Thank you, Rosie. Okay, I don't think we should waste any more time. I've seen the thumbnail for this and it looks spooky as all hell. So I'm already sort of in. Let's do it. This is In Flames with JOTUN. Boop. Switchy. Pausing. I like that. Boo doo 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 doo, especially because it was harmonized on the guitar. The guy's voice when it initially came in was very like, down here having a conversation. Rah, 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 rah. And I really like that. It's the sort of Nick Cave-ness of the conversational way with which the lyrics came in, you know? I like that it's kind of driving. It's driving. It's also a bit groovy. Does that make sense? I'm enjoying a lot of the decisions around production. I don't necessarily enjoy things that are super duper polished because I want to hear a little bit of grit. I want to hear character in the way something's been recorded. Like I'm completely fine listening to a recording that sounds busted. In fact, if anything, it adds even more character to it, depending on what it is and for what reason, you know. But for this, I'm enjoying the sound production choices. Let's keep going. I think it's the tone of the guitars. That's a nice melody. Yeah, I like the tone of the guitars. I think that's what it is. I think the tone of the guitar sits really well within the recording. I really like the guys' distorted vocals. I think because they're that lovely thick way, that sort of Michael Acklerfeld, wide, thick. I mean, that's the weird thing, because normally I like a lower timbre in a vocal, but when it comes to distorted, I can totally fuck with a trebly distorted vocal, like the Jens Kidman of it all. But I do still enjoy a very low, grumbly, wah, 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 wah. I still got that really like low end one. But I do also love the lead in of the very conversational, like, duh. I mean, that's horrendous impression. And I like a lot of the melodic harmonic stuff that's going on in the background. It just feels like a really lovely, well-rounded song. I think I've talked about this on a couple other videos recently, actually, that I think some metal songs, or not hashtag not all, I think there's a combination of wanting to express your art and being within a genre where you're not confined by the parameters of commercial viability. But I think sometimes it's the Brian Eno of the whole thing, you know, sometimes no parameters are a bad idea, you know, which means that some metal bands create these huge lumbering behemoths of songs that unfortunately have run out of things to say by like minute 8. With this one, I'm like, da 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 da. I want to go back and listen to it. I want to hear him do his conversational into the distorted. And the harmonic and melodic ideas were nice and they developed, and yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Thank you, Owl. You're always so good at these things. You just pick things where are tasty morsels. What did you think of In Flames? Have you heard In Flames before? Are In Flames a really popular band? I don't know. And I'm certainly not going to go on views on YouTube, because views on YouTube don't mean shit. What do you think about this kind of vocal? What do you think about the conversational into the distorted? What do you think about it harmonically? Let me all of your thoughts and feelings. Again, thank you to Owly McOwlface. This was a good decision. This has buoyed me up in my day. Thank you to all the rest of my patrons, sexy bastards. Thank you to you all out there for being cute and just commenting and subscribing things and doing all that business. You know, apart from Mark and Ron Hill. Until next time, my dudes, don't be afraid to be different.